Hey Army, before you click away, I need you to stop right now because Jimin just did it again. He literally turned Incheon International Airport into his personal runway, and the internet is losing its mind. We're talking about a look so stunning that Korean netizens are calling it timeless beauty, a hairstyle so perfect that fans are screaming "nice blonde" across every social media platform, and an outfit so effortlessly chic that fashion magazines are already writing articles about it. If you want to know why Jimin's airport appearance is breaking the internet right now, why this blonde look is different from anything we've seen before, and what this means for the upcoming Arirang comeback, you need to watch until the very end. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into the phenomenon that is Park Jimin's airport fashion. Picture this, February 2nd, 2026, Incheon International Airport. BTS is departing for their first overseas schedule in 4 years as a complete group. Fans are excited to see all 7 members together. Cameras are ready, expectations are high, and then Jimin appears. The moment he steps into view, everything changes. It's not just that he looks good, it's that he looks transcendent. His long blonde hair catches the light in a way that makes photographers immediately start clicking furiously. His outfit is somehow both casual and impossibly sophisticated, and his entire presence, pure magic. Within seconds of his airport photos hitting social media, the reactions start flooding in. Timeless beauty, a living doll. Even the behind-the-scenes shots are A-cuts. This isn't just appreciation, this is worship. Let me describe this look to you in detail because every single element matters. Let's start with the hair. Jimin debuted a striking blonde hairstyle that sent the internet into a complete meltdown. Not bleach blonde, not platinum. This is what fans are calling a natural blonde look, with long hair that flows effortlessly and catches light like spun gold. It's soft, it's romantic, it's absolutely breathtaking. Korean netizens immediately started trending the phrase "nice blonde" because there's literally no other way to describe how perfect this color looks on him. After months of seeing Jimin with darker hair, this blonde transformation feels like a revelation. And here's the thing, this isn't his first time going blonde, but this particular shade, this length, this styling, it hits differently. Now, let's talk about the outfit, because Jimin understood the assignment and then exceeded it. He wore a long black trench coat that immediately gave sophisticated, mysterious vibes. Underneath, an olive green knit sweater vest with metal buttons, layered over a black crewneck tee. The layering is perfect. It's the kind of styling that looks casual, but clearly took thought and planning. Black baggy pants completed the look, giving him that effortlessly cool street-style aesthetic that Jimin does so well. And the accessories? A Dior duffel bag casually slung over his shoulders, because of course he's carrying Dior. Chunky black shoes that ground the entire outfit. The man literally turned airport departure into a fashion editorial shoot. But here's what makes this airport look so significant. This is Jimin's first major public appearance after the Vogue Korea shoot that broke the internet in January. Remember that? 7 different Dior exclusive covers, blonde hair, bronze blush, and subtle eyeshadow. Brazilian model Gisele Oliveira posting his cover on her Instagram story with "my" and 4 drooling emojis. That Vogue shoot, the one where fans called him a living doll and the prettiest man alive. Well, seeing that same blonde hair, that same radiant visual, but now in real life at the airport, it's like the Vogue fantasy came to life and walked through Incheon Airport. Fans who thought those magazine photos were heavily edited are now realizing, no, he actually looks like that. The timing of this appearance is also crucial. We're 46 days away from the Arirang album dropping on March 20th. The comeback is right around the corner, and Jimin showing up at the airport looking like this? It's not random, this is strategic. K-pop idols know that airport fashion is a major promotional tool, especially for a group like BTS, whose airport appearances regularly make headlines worldwide. So, Jimin choosing to debut this stunning blonde look, choosing this particular styling, choosing to make this level of impact, it's all part of building excitement for the comeback. And let me tell you, it's working. Social media reactions have been absolutely insane. Let me read you some of the comments fans posted within hours of these photos dropping. Jimin undoubtedly garnered the most social media attention. He looks like a walking ad for every skincare regimen ever created. Timeless beauty. The blonde look looks quite natural on him. Even international models can't resist Jimin's charm. I literally had tears in my eyes. One fan tweeted, "All 7 members flying together, but Jimin is trending on his own." Another wrote, "The way Jimin turns every airport into a runway should be studied." The phrase "nice blonde" started trending in Korea because fans literally couldn't find better words to describe how perfect this color looks on him. But let's talk about why this blonde look is hitting so differently than previous times Jimin's gone blonde. First, the timing. This comes right after his military discharge and right before BTS's biggest comeback in years. There's something symbolic about the transformation, like he's shedding the military era and stepping into this new chapter, looking ethereal. Second, the length. This isn't a short blonde cut. This is long, flowing blonde hair that moves when he walks, that catches light beautifully, that gives him this almost dreamlike quality. Third, the styling. Unlike some previous blonde eras where the styling was more edgy or punk, this blonde look is soft, romantic, almost fairy tale-like, which echoes the Vogue Korea description of his recent shoot. And can we talk about the contrast between Jimin and the other members' airport looks? Don't get me wrong, all 7 members looked incredible. V and Jungkook coordinated in washed-out baggy black denim. RM, Jin, and J-Hope went for comfortable athleticism. Suga had his mysterious bomber jacket vibe. Everyone looked good. But Jimin looked like he stepped out of a different dimension. It's not a competition, but when fans are specifically trending his name, when his photos are getting the most reposts, when fashion magazines are writing articles specifically about his outfit, that tells you something about the level of impact he's making. Here's what makes Jimin's airport fashion so consistently viral. It's not just about wearing expensive clothes, it's about understanding fashion. Jimin has this incredible ability to blend high fashion with approachable style. That olive green vest, it's a statement piece, but worn in a way that doesn't feel costumey. The chunky shoes, trendy but not try-hard. The Dior bag, luxury but carried so casually it feels natural. This is the skill of someone who's worked with major fashion houses, who's attended Paris Fashion Week, who's been Dior's global ambassador since January 2023. He knows what works, and more importantly, he knows what works for him. And let's also acknowledge the glow-up. Fans who followed Jimin from pre-debut until now have watched his fashion evolution, and it's been stunning to witness. From hip-hop streetwear in early BTS days to becoming a Dior ambassador who gets invited to exclusive Paris Fashion Week shows. From experimenting with different hair colors to finding looks that make the entire internet stop scrolling. This airport appearance is the culmination of years of understanding his own style, his own visual strengths, his own fashion identity. And the confidence he carries, you can't buy that. That comes from knowing you look good and owning it completely. But here's the real question that has ARMY speculating like crazy. Is this blonde hair a hint to the Arirang concept? Think about it. BTS typically changes their hair colors before major comebacks as a way to signal new eras. Jimin showing up with this specific shade of blonde at this specific time, looking this intentional, it has to connect to the comeback concept somehow. Some fans think the soft, romantic blonde fits with Arirang's theme of longing and reunion. Others believe it represents a fresh start, a new chapter. Some are convinced we're getting a dreamy, ethereal concept based on this visual direction. Whatever the case, this hair color is definitely not random. And we need to talk about the Dior connection because it's everywhere in this airport look. The duffel bag is Dior, the overall aesthetic echoes his Dior campaign work. This comes right after his Vogue Korea Dior exclusive covers. Jimin's relationship with Dior has evolved from brand partnership to complete fashion synergy. He doesn't just wear Dior, he embodies the brand's aesthetic. Elegant but modern, classic but innovative, luxurious but approachable. When creative directors at Dior see Jimin at the airport looking like this, they're probably thinking, yes, that's why we chose him as our global ambassador. The nice blonde phenomenon also speaks to something deeper about Jimin's impact. He doesn't need to try to go viral. He doesn't need gimmicks or over-the-top styling. He just needs to exist and people pay attention. His natural charisma, his understanding of angles and lighting, his ability to look both accessible and untouchable at the same time. These are rare qualities. This is why he can wear a relatively simple airport outfit and still trend worldwide. This is why a hair color becomes a cultural moment. This is the power of someone who's mastered the art of present.
Will this blonde look carry into the Arirang comeback? Most likely. Will fans continue losing their minds over every photo, every video, every glimpse of this hairstyle? Without question. The nice blonde moment at Incheon Airport isn't a one-time thing. It's the beginning of an era. And based on the reactions we've seen so far, this era is going to be legendary. Here's what we know for certain. Jimin attended Paris Fashion Week in September 2025 with blonde hair. He graced Vogue Korea's February 2026 cover with blonde hair. He showed up at Incheon Airport on February 2, 2026 with blonde hair looking ethereal. The consistency is intentional. This isn't just a temporary color change. This is a carefully planned visual identity for this comeback period. And honestly, it's working. The internet is obsessed, fashion magazines are writing articles, Korean netizens are creating new phrases just to describe how good he looks. This is Jimin operating at the peak of his powers. So there you have it, Army. Jimin's nice blonde airport look that's currently breaking the internet. The long flowing hair, the perfectly layered outfit, the effortless sophistication, the glow. All of it combining to create a moment that fans will be talking about for years. What do you think about Jimin's blonde hair? Do you think this is a hint at the Arirang concept? Which airport look was your favorite, Jimin's or another member's? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I want to hear from you. If Jimin's airport fashion got you as hyped as the rest of ARMY worldwide, smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more BTS comeback content. 46 days until Arirang, Army, and if airport fashion is already this exciting, imagine what's coming when the actual comeback hits. I purple you all, and I'll see you in the next video.